Okay then guys, so I've now finished the leaning building of leaningness. So, where to begin? So, building's on a slant, and this was by gluing these three sections together and getting the hobby saw and cutting them off, and then just leaving the front normal. Oh wait, you. So there was some gaps along by here, but then I filled them in with like a mixture of PVA and sand, with that sort of rubble effect. You see the building's now just sunk away, and it's pulled away from this bit of wall. This wall was just a bit of foam which I indented a masonry pattern to it. So, and then on the actual building itself, it was primed uniform grey for my army painter, and I just went off dry brushing off a lot of like lighter greys just to pick up some of the edges, just to make it a little bit more three-dimensional. These were just painted a khaki colour, then dry brushed with a bleach bone, and picked up some of the things in a brass colour and the swords in a steel. I was going to leave these grey, but I didn't know if I was to make these in a metallic or even a grey. Picked up all the Aquila symbols, which is surprisingly on this one ain't so much, and there ain't that many skulls on this one. So I picked up all the skulls. These two angels followed the same suit, picked up some of the buttons. I was going to paint these lights, but I think they look a bit better not painted. Same on this side. As you can see, there is large enough playing field on it, so you know, everyone knows what Space Marine is. That's what Space Marine is. Even though he's got a massive sword, so he fits on there pretty well, and even an Ogryn will fit on here. It even goes under. So yeah, so you got a pretty large playing field. Look like the wall by his corner there made like a rope pile. This is made of instead sand and cement, then more PVA and sand, and then it's just sanded the whole thing over and painted it up like so. Next was the floor. I had a bit of colour by using reds on it, even like this checker pattern. Picked out the skull there, picked out this metal grate, and I've done some like rubble piles on these, and yes, miniatures will stand on there pretty easily. So yeah, so it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's not a square building, it's kind of, well, it's quite leaning quite predominantly, so it looks a bit different to the others. And I also went and made a roof, so it's very glary. This was all plastic colour, so that's why it's a bit rough, but for like a lighter silver with a dark silver for the struts, you know, make it look like it's battle damage and it's collapsed. So that's the first building. So that one's now complete. I can take that one off the big list. And then here comes the second one I'm working on. So this is going to be like some sort of pump house one. I really need to make some more small ones. I quite like smaller terrain pieces over the larger buildings. These are much easier to store. It's got a bit of a wobble in it, so I've got to try and make it a bit stronger. So I began by painting the whole thing black, and I picked up the brick pattern with a sponge, really quick and easy to do. So see there. Then I picked up some of the lintels. I've got to touch up some of these bits. I know I've just done this, just made a start on this one, so I've picked up the lintel there. Picked up a lintel there. If you notice on some modern day buildings, you'll see like a lintel here, lintel there, and you might not see one, because like, you know, this might have been put in later, and this would have been the original, and this could have been put in later or different design process. And you have this big concrete beam going up the corner. This just dropping it down. Trying to do some tripod. This just hides the joins of the two materials. So just you don't see that ugly seam down it. It's from a distance. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty bright. I mean, this is a grey. It's quite bright. Yeah. So picked up some cracked bricks, bullet holes. You see more cracks on them. So I haven't painted this side yet, but you can just see how good from the distance that it looks on there. I start picking up the rubble piles on the inside by here. These I'm going to do might do a checker pattern, might not, might do just one consistent colourway across. There's not that many of these to paint if you sit down, was it? Probably about 30 of these to paint, you know, because a lot of them now are covered. I've got to paint this bit of floor by here. Then we go on to the upper levels, which is going to be like some sort of gantry walkway thing. I'm going to cut some handrails to go on top of these straws by here. This won't be big enough to fit 40mm base on. Bit tight on this bit, but you know, you'll be able to fit a 40mm base on there pretty easy. It might be a bit tight. Going there because the Ogryns are a bit bigger, but your Space Marine will fit on there pretty fine. So, like, you know, as long as you fit a Space Marine on it, I guess that's what matters in these days. Because you know, there's not much left now to play with on 40mm bases. The next bit is one part which is going with this is this catwalk thing I made a while ago. So I know there's a bit of a lip. There'll be a bit of a lip there, so I've got to, if I bring this up level, you'll see the lip. I'm gonna make like a step by here, which will match the colours of this. Gantry walks, like, you know, have them all straight on there, which you can walk into the building. And I don't know about making another one of these, a smaller one, to go into like a load of cans, which will look like a oil silos and shit like that. So yeah, like, you know, have jump marines on these and jump down and you've got the space underneath. Oh yeah, you got all that together there. So yeah, another thing as well, I've been trying out these testers, and these they're like £1.50 each. And like, you know, that's that grey bit there. It's not far off. I got these are probably better for painting train because they're so cheap, and I haven't used half of this yet. And I've painted 4 or 5 buildings with this so far. This one colour. I do recommend watering them down and doing them 2 coats because they are pretty thick. So you know, you got Chick Shadow, which is like a light grey. You know, like a dark grey. I'm gonna use this one here. So yeah, these like Dulux tester pots, they're like £1.50 each. You know, like an all one white. I thought that was pure white, but it's like just an off white. It's pretty cool. I'm going with browns, cookie dough, because brown cool cookie dough is just an essential. So yeah, they're like what I've been using paint train at the moment. This was a disappointment. This is a pink, not a red, so I'll be using that one. So yeah, so that's just a quick update on the train pieces I'm working on, guys. I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment, so probably sound like shit. And I shall see you in the next one. Toodles.